Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the keys to this 4Runner Limited from the year 2000. So I'll just give you guys a quick walk around of what this car has, everything related to this vehicle, and that way I can show you guys what it looks like to be inside the car, what the engine compartment and all that stuff, just everything about this car. We'll go through the interior, exterior, some of the mechanical attributes and stuff like that, and some of the cool features of this thing. This is a limited version of the 4Runner, so in this particular one there's all the details that I will show later on, but we'll begin from bumper to bumper walk around. So we begin from the from all the way from the back, and we have the signature window that you can take down. It's not that they broke the window, you know, you can absolutely move this window up and down, like you can do in the Tundra and some other Toyotas. This one is the 4-wheel drive limited. It's an automatic, not a manual. The manual only came up to the year 2000, I believe, so right before this one. And then not much else. I mean, some very decent cargo space. You can put a good amount of stuff in here. It's pretty suitable for like people with dogs and things like that, so that's kind of the vibe that you get from this one. We move on to over here. You guys can see those are the stock wheels. The only thing it's missing is the hubcap. You got the back seats, you know, very regular. Interior, this one it came in leather because it's the limited, and you do get the really cool feet heater right down there, so you can turn it high, low, and then the temperature for your feet. One of the really useful features that this thing has is being able to put the seats down. All you have to do is you just pull it from here, you know, you open it like that, and then you take the headrests away, and then you can put it in. The really cool thing about this one is that you can actually, right now I can't do it because the headrest is there, but you can do both seats to the point that they're fully flat. So once you do that and you can remove this thing right here, then you have so much cargo space. It basically turns into a truck. Let's not forget the first generation of 4Runner was actually derived from the truck, so it makes perfect sense as to why it feels so much like a truck in every sense. So you can seat up to 5 very comfortably. You have plenty of room and things like that. And let's head to the front where we have all these fun toys. All right, so at the front we can come over here. We have to open it up, and then we have you know, your power windows. You have auto function for the front too. And then you can move all your mirrors. All that stuff is powered because, again, this is the limited. So over here, what else do we have? You have your very simple cluster. As always from Toyota, extremely readable. There's nothing to understand. It's as clear as it comes. It does have this diagram that allows you to understand what wheels are being active. When you drive it normally, it's in 2-wheel drive. And then using this shift knob right here, you can put it in to 4-wheel drive, or anything else that you need. So you have the seats, and right now this one is different because when this car was purchased, the seat, the driver's seat, similar to the passenger seat, is ripped out. So the solution over there was to what do you call it? We got from the junkyard. You can get these. They were like, I believe they were like $50, and we just gave it a good clean, and it actually came out to be super nice. So we are using this one until we can find their right replacement in leather, or get them reupholstered. Since that is more expensive to do, then we just went with this. You do lose the power options that you have here. You still have it on that one, but in this one you don't, since this is the one that came off a SR5 version. You do have we kept the recliner over here because that one's in decent shape, and then that's what everything looks back there. All right, so sitting right here, you have your indicator for your automatic, like everything else, gas, temperature, and that's pretty much it. Let's see, over here you have your dimming lights, and then you have this. So this is the mechanism that is used to adapt your steering wheel, the height and all that stuff. You have your all your controls for your lights, fog lights, and all that stuff. You do, you know, like any normal Japanese car, you have your fog lights right there, and then you have obviously your controls for the rear and the front wipers and all that stuff. I think that this is where the fun begins, in this control area. So you have over here your defroster. Then you have something called the ECT, which is the electronically controlled transmission. So you can put it on power mode or in normal mode, as this was one of the cars from that wave that started to have electronically controlled transmissions. So you have this is the button, which I think is perfectly located to make your rear window go up and down. So you can see it right there. I'm gonna press it, and I don't have the keys in, so let me show you how that works. All we have to do is just put in the keys. You just put it in, you get your and all you have to do is just press this guy right here, and you can see it back there. You can see the window is going up. So that's a super neat feature, signature move for the 4Runners. Happens a lot in all of them. That's something they were probably never going to get rid of. You have your hazard lights over here, clock, and then this is because it's the limited, you have your electronically controlled climate. It's one of the first generations that brought this feature. In my opinion, I like the sliders and the buttons a little bit better, but this is still pretty good, as is very easy to understand, interact with, and just press all the buttons. You have your doubled in super crazy stereo system with your cassette, and then you have your CD player over there. The CD player no longer works, but the cassette does. We've tried it. We've played some Prince cassettes or some stuff like that, and it does sound pretty decent. Talking about sound, you do have your obviously you have your 4 speakers in the doors, but you also have a little tweeter right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. You have a tweeter right there, and
tweet.
Yeah, so that's what you have over here. Overdrive button, you have it right here, so when you're driving, it's really easy to reach it. And then you have 3 connectors for 120 volts, which is 120 watts. It's a 12 volt connector for everything out here. But it's weird because you do have 3 of them. You have your 2 cup holders, you have e-brake, and that's about it. Just storage. Call it a day. We're gonna take a look at the engine bay.
See it?
All right, let's see it.
You want to see this bad girl?
All right, so you open it right here, and you have the very well-known 5VZFE. This is a V6, of course. In other countries, this came with an option of being a diesel and turbo diesel, as well as the V6. So obviously in the United States, you can only get the V6, and then that's what you have. It's an extremely simple engine. It reminds you a lot of the 22R engine. It has the same spirit as those cars right there. You can tell that they didn't cheap out on anything. It's not like some vehicles that have a lot of plastic stuff everywhere. There's a lot of stuff that you can tell is built to last. This engine has 230,000 miles originally. Last time they did the timing belt was at 150, so this one needs a timing belt pretty soon. And that's the only service that you'll ever need for this thing, basically. That is an incredibly neat condition. We'll start it right now so you guys can take a look at it. But so again, because this is the limited, you do have the bumpers that match the color of the car. You also have the fog lights down below in that bumper. Not all of them have it like that. I think that one of the most important things to talk about when you talk about 4Runner is the massive difference between the Tacoma and the 4Runner, and that is that all 4Runners are made in Japan rather than Tacomas are made in the US previously and then in Mexico. So there's quite a bit of manufacturing differences between the two, although they are both fantastic cars. And I mean, you see them everywhere. They sell a lot. There's no coincidence for them being that successful. One of the things that helps this car a lot in the 4x4 situations is the fact that you have a chassis that's actually separated from its body. That's why you don't have the VIN on the body itself. The VIN numbers, you can find them on the chassis as well. What that basically means is that in theory, if you wanted to do it for whatever reason, you could remove the entire shell off of this chassis by just releasing a numerous amount of screws. You can completely separate those things. So just that fact alone tells you how this car was built to last, to be strong, and you know, to be dominant, and not to be a disposable vehicle. So again, this car is what, at this point 23 years old, and it's rolling really strong. There's absolutely no complaints about it. Obviously you have your old car stuff, but you know, there's a lot of them in good condition out there. They're only going up in price. If you look at Bring a Trailer, there's some really cool ones going on over there, but they're especially if they're manual, they can go up to like $25,000, and the prices are probably going to get more ridiculous about this. So that's kind of it for the 4Runner video. All right guys, and don't hesitate to check out the channel. We have so much more Toyotas for you guys. We have the Land Cruiser, we have the Toyota truck, the 22R, and so many others. If you guys like this type of video, let me know. If you guys want me to make a different video onto a specific thing about the 4Runner, you know, whether it is the underneath or anything, the drive around or anything like that, let me know. We'll be very happy to make a video like that. Anyways, thank you for watching. Cheers.